Hello and welcome to Working Crass Podcast. This is Lauren.
Happy Crassiversary!
And I'm Joshua. Is it a Crassiversary yet?
I believe it's a Crassiversary.
Oh, happy Working Crass anniversary.
Happy Working Crass anniversary.
We've been doing this show for a whole year.
A whole dang year.
Does it feel like a year?
No, it feels like it went by super fast.
I know. It really does. It feels like we started this yesterday. Do you remember when we first had an idea to do a podcast? Do you remember any of those like early conversations? Because I don't. I have a terrible memory.
No, I don't really remember the early conversations, although I remember the early testing, because we did a test episode together
And that was
before
called
we
what?
decided to go forth.
And what was that called?
That was called Horseshit.
That was called
This is
Horseshit.
Horseshit with Josh and Lauren.
This is Horseshit with Josh and Lauren. And I still think that's probably a pretty good name.
Yeah, I do too. Let's change it back.
Let's change it back. You know what? This is the 1 year anniversary of Working Crass Podcast and the last episode ever of Working Crass Podcast, folks.
We're changing everything from here on out.
From here on out, you're not getting any more of this bullshit, this Working Crass Podcast bullshit. Well, happy anniversary, and I'm very excited to celebrate with you. Now, do you have any favorite memories from episodes of Working Crass? I was wondering that. You know, because we have 40 episodes. Now, no one's seen them. No one's seen any of them, so it's not like, anyone's going to be like, oh, I remember that too. Well, our 3 or 4 fans will remember them, but what about you? Anything that you remember that you really like are proud of?
I really like the episode where we kind of laughed after everything we said.
I love that one.
That's my favorite.
You like that fake laugh?
Yeah, I do.
No, yeah. I mean, those are some pretty good ones when we laugh at ourselves afterwards. But my favorite is when we pissed off people about that fat TikToker on TikTok. What else? When we pissed off people about what was the last thing we pissed them off about? Oh, the Chink Uger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked when we pissed them off about that. My favorite things are like when we piss a bunch of people off.
Yeah.
I like when a bunch of people get mad and they start like commenting about how like we're bad people for what we do. And
we like when a mob starts forming outside of where we live.
That's what I would prefer. But this is a very special episode today that we have because it is being live streamed on YouTube. Maybe you're watching this after the fact. But if you're watching this right now in the moment, thanks for joining us on the anniversary live stream. We're very excited to celebrate with you. We got our whiskey here in our beautiful Working Crass mugs, and we're here to just have a good time. Declan is already in the chat letting us know that he's seen them all. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We've put so many hours of work into this, and we joke that nobody's seen them. And, statistically, no one's seen them. If you're going by statistical numbers, I would say 0.0000001% of the population has seen our podcast. But for those of you that have, thank you. And thanks for joining us live right now as well.
But
you don't have any other favorite memories? Now, what are your favorite memories of keeping it a secret that you have a podcast to all of your friends and family?
Cut to the montage clip.
Just the camera we have following us around where we're like, I don't have a podcast.
We decided today for the anniversary episode, we're just going to do a clip show. Of all the highlights.
All right, let's throw it to the slurs. And then it's just
Literally, it would just be a montage of us just saying doo-doo and dookie and dingus and dongus. Just over and over.
Here's the internet's best poo-poo compilation. And that's the Working Crass live stream.
That's our method. If you were to get us at the actors round table, we'd say that's our method, the poo-poo methodology.
It's a real tough method here. You go home and you poop all day. And you just keep pooping, and then you get on a microphone, you talk about it.
Look, you get on the microphone when you can't think of something to say. You just throw in a turd, throw in a duke. It'll make it better.
If you get nervous on them there microphones, why don't you take a poo-poo? Now, you were saying yesterday that you were feeling a little ill and you were worried about diarrheaing on the show or like just shitting your
Yeah,
pants.
because
on
I
the
was
show.
worried because there's a stomach flu going around, and I've
Yeah.
had really bad nausea
Yeah.
for like 2 days straight.
But I would argue, and Declan, you can let us know if you agree with this in the chat here. It would be a better show if you just shit your pants in the middle of it. I mean, we're live streaming here. We need the views, and I think we're going to get more if it is like woman shits her pants on live stream. I think we get a lot of views.
Yeah, we would. I don't know if I want those particular viewers who are into that.
Oh, I don't know if I want to shit my pants on the internet. I don't know if I want a video of me pooping myself on the internet.
I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of stardom, Joshua.
Declan agrees. Yes.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
All right. You need to work on the rest of the episode, pushing and shoving. Okay? Repeat after me. He, hoo, he, hoo. It's gonna pass. Don't worry. Well, this is fun. We'll check in with the chat here in between some of the stories that we have today. But because we're live, we want to get to the things that are going on in the world. And the thing that's going on in the world right now, that's all the rage, everybody's talking about, is the Chinese spy balloon that we shot down. Now, you were saying we should go over some of the best ways to shoot down a Chinese spy balloon.
Well, I think somebody asked us. They requested.
Oh, that's right.
They
That's
requested
right.
us to.
Nate, Nate, my brother, did request through Instagram that we talk about the best ways to shoot down a Chinese spy balloon. Now, I'm going to say number one, probably with a gun. That's the best way.
Mm-hmm. And number two, I think.
With your wiener.
Yeah, number two with your wiener.
You just go.
Yeah.
Shoot down that Chinese spy balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your wiener. But number three,
Yeah.
after gun, after wiener, and this is really an important thing when you're shooting down a spy balloon,
Mhm.
is to determine whether that is an actual Chinese spy balloon or is it Bo and Yang. You need to make sure that you've
Is it Bo and Yang in a
distinguished.
costume doing an SNL sketch about the Chinese spy balloon?
Yeah, because there's many similarities between.
Are you saying he just looks like a Chinese spy balloon? Is that, or were you saying that he's
No,
dressed as
I'm
one for a
saying-
sketch?
I'm saying that Bo and Yang often overstays his welcome in certain places.
Bo and Yang is often seen floating over cities and
Just hovering around,
Houston, we got a problem.
causing a stir in the news.
They're like, it's actually just another Bo and Yang. False alarm, another Bo and Yang situation. Oh my God. Well, I wanted to find something related to this, and I thought this sounded pretty funny. So let's get this pulled up here. We got Marjorie Taylor Greene accused of screaming and cursing through private China spy balloon briefing. The balloon was shot down by the military last weekend. You can actually probably hear the police outside, the sirens outside. They're chasing down another balloon. But that's a joke. But there actually is right now, we were just looking at the news, another, it's not a balloon per se, but they said it was balloon-like, but another like floating object that they just shot down over Alaska.
A dirigible.
Oh, really? What is a dirigible?
I think it's kind of like a hot air balloon or a blimp.
I thought it was a type of flute. Like I play the dirigible.
No, I think that's a didgeridoo.
Oh, you're right. That's a didgeridoo.
That's a didgeridoo.
We shot down a didgeridoo.
That would be pretty funny though if it was a didgeridoo.
A didgeridoo. We shot down a didgeridoo.
It's a spy didgeridoo.
Floating above Australia. Anyway, Marjorie Taylor Greene was accused of screaming and cursing through this briefing. Which that's what was she doing, a podcast? Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene reportedly screamed and cursed at Biden administration officials during a closed-door briefing for not shooting the Chinese spy balloon down earlier. Now, I just picture her in there just like screaming. Like, why would you wait until now? As soon as you knew it was Chinese, you gotta shoot that shit down.
Yeah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, when she heard the news, she's like, what is it? They're like, a spy balloon. Where's it from? And they're like, China. And she's like, shoot it down. Shoot it down.
Say no more.
Say no more. Did you say Chi? Shoot it down. I don't care if it's Chicago or China. Shoot it down. Anyway, let's see here what it says. Miss Green seemed proud of herself when she recounted the meeting. I had to wait in line the whole time. I was, I think, the second to last person, and I chewed them out just like the American people would have. Miss Green told the Hill. I tore them to pieces.
I ripped him a new asshole.
I shot him down like a damn Chinese balloon in the sky. I chewed him out just like the American people would have. Is there a lot of like American people or like just Americans that are just like, should have gotten that damn balloon sooner? I think most like people know that it's like, well, if it's a Chinese spy balloon, if we shoot it down, there could be ramifications. We don't want to start World War III. You have to like actually like, you know, think about the actions that you're going to take. But I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of people, maybe our listeners out there, you know, they're like, shoot it down.
No, I think it's probably an even split between the shooter downs and the keeper ups.
Oh my God.
And then they asked Larry the Cable Guy, what should we do?
And he goes, get her done.
And they're like, thank you, you true American patriot.
Thank you. We will get the Chinese spy balloon done. Then when she got to ask questions, she was yelling out, saying, bullshit, you know, I don't believe you, the lawmaker told the outlet, just screaming and yelling, irrational in my estimation.
So all I'm hearing is that this Chinese spy balloon really didn't capture much information.
I don't think so. I don't believe so. Mr. Biden said he wanted to shoot the balloon down earlier, but his military advisors had warned that doing so...
I mean, it is listening in on, like, congressional figures, and that's probably a bad thing, but, I mean, are they really talking about anything important?
The Chinese spy balloon is watching our live stream right now. It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. We invited it.
It's like, great podcast, guys. No, Mr. Biden said he wanted to shoot down the balloon earlier, but his military advisors had warned that doing so could bring debris crashing down on homes, businesses, or other ground structures below. And Marjorie Taylor Greene's like, I don't care. Do it.
Pop that balloon.
I don't care if it destroys 5 schools.
You pop it.
I don't care if it kills everyone in the hospital.
I don't care.
It's Chinese.
I don't care if it floods a town with the saliva that's filled up that balloon. Shoot it down.
We got in the chat here. Chinese spy balloon here, disguised as an ordinary YouTube user. Told you, man. That Chinese spy balloon is definitely in there. Thank you for that.
We're glad you're here.
We're glad you joined us here. We're so sorry you got shot down, but it looks like you're back up and running. Am I right?
We're glad you're here. Xi Jinping, long may he reign.
Now, here's the one thing I do have to say. You don't sound very Chinese. You better start typing more Chinese or we're not going to believe you. You better make everything you write in here look like a Justin Roiland text. I said the president may be a Democrat, but he's still... Oh, wait, let me pull this. See, I'm not getting... I got to get used to the live stream where I have to actually pull up the thing live here. I said the president may be a Democrat, but he's still the president of the United States, and they made him look like a fool and made him look weak the week before the State of the Union. I've said that publicly, too. I'm not shouting it. I'm not shooting it down. Oh, by not shooting it down. And I said there was nothing I heard there today that gave me any confidence in what they did. That is pretty funny. That she's like, it made him look weak.
Yeah, see, I don't think
You
that...
fucking weak bastard. You coward.
You can't even blow a little balloon out the sky.
They're like, literally, this could start World War III and kill millions of people. She goes, shoot it down or you're a weak bitch. Don't be a bitch. Don't whine to me about all the people who'll die and shoot it down. Oh, man.
I mean, I still don't think that the recording that the balloon has captured here is anything that they couldn't already find on Twitter. Like, there are people who are already saying that, publicly all across the internet. They didn't need to hover directly over Marjorie Taylor Greene's, congressional meeting to hear that.
We've even gotten some Chinese symbols here in the chat, so we know that Chinese spy balloon is in here. This is crazy, though. Hold on. Look at this. During the actual speech, Miss Green, dressed in an outfit reportedly meant to invoke the balloon, but ended up more Cruella de Vil, screamed and heckled the president. Where is the pictures and the footage of that? In her big old white... Oh, my God. Who paraded around the Capitol ahead of the State of the Union address with a large white balloon in an attempt to troll Mr. Biden.
She said, "This is a matter of the utmost importance. Get me the SNL costume director on the phone immediately.
Someone get Bowen Yang on the phone.
I need his outfit.
Someone get SNL on the phone. Where a Chinese spy balloon. Where's Lorne Michaels? We got to do something about this. Something satirical. We got to satire this real fast. Or this could go bad.
We got to make sure that nobody knows if this is a joke or reality.
Get me 5 improvisers who can read cue cards. Mr. President, you're going to have to sign an executive order to get everyone at the Second City here to Washington, D.C. quickly.
I got
so they can get a one-word suggestion and shoot that balloon. Oh, man.
We're playing zip, zap, pop. That's a real improv joke.
That's a good improv joke. Too bad there's not a single improviser to listen to this podcast. Because if they did...
Because in the improv community, that would kill.
Oh, yeah. Well, not only that, if there was any improviser that listened to this podcast, they would immediately be in some Facebook group sharing our clips going like, can you believe this is happening? Is anybody going to do something about these two?
Lock them up.
I don't know if anybody knows that or if anybody out there is in the improv community, but it is filled with nothing but spending your whole day on a Facebook group talking shit about somebody else who's not in the Facebook group about how they're problematic and need to be removed from the community.
It's really like a large swath of unfunny people who try and police other people, and they're just filled with spite and pettiness, and they just want to label everything you do problematic, and you're not following the rules of improv.
Forget yes and. Mark says in the chat, we're saying no tonight. We're not going to yes and that balloon, damn it. We can't let that balloon come in here. Try to get us to yes and it. The infamous Bertman says, high school never ends, does it? That's correct. High school is alive and well in the improv community. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Well, most of them only have a high school level education in total, so
definitely.
It makes sense. It checks out.
Definitely. You hang out with them, they're like, man, high school was a great time for me. I think I peaked. And you're like, you did. And they're like, and they go, how could you say that? I'm going to write about you in my Facebook group. He said I peaked. No, you'll get people who are like, get mad about like one of those Instagram pages that shares people's like comedy sets. You know what I'm saying? And they'll go, I've noticed that this Instagram page that shares comedy hasn't shared any of my clips yet. Isn't that kind of problematic?
Yeah, it's kind of like I think they might be sexist because like I'm not shown. I mean, there's other women shown, but I'm not shown.
I mean, clearly I'm funny enough to be like on a page. It comes from someone who's just not funny.
Yeah.
It just happens all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's what improv is. If you ever want to go back to high school, sign up for an improv class. Okay, I'm being too harsh. I don't know. We were a big part of the improv community here, and now we're not.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm sure that there's actually a lot of people like us who appreciate a good laugh, who have a great sense of humor, who are in the community, and they just put up with a lot of dumb shit so that they can get some stage time.
But
and more power to them. And I'd love to meet them. And if they
but they're still in hiding like we are. So.
They too have podcasts that they do not put their last names on. That's for sure. Well, anyway, all right. Let's move on here. Thank you guys for joining us. We're very happy to see you guys in the chat here, sending us stuff. Continue to send us nice things or things you want to chat about here, because between stories, we will pull that chat over and start talking about it. But I have been going as we go. And
give us some updates on the Chinese spy balloon. Give us some updates on the improv community near you.
Oh, yeah. Go look into see if you have an improv community near you. And, sign up for the Facebook group. Cool. Anyway, our next story here is close by here in Chicago. This is from NBC5 Chicago. And they're saying, it's a freaking bow tie. Child's artwork at center of debate at Michigan school. In a now viral TikTok, Sierra Carter explained that she was contacted by her daughter's 5th grade teacher, saying a little boy had come up to her and made her aware that he thought my daughter drew boy parts on her pig project. Now, wait. Imagine being a teacher, and I have been a teacher, calling a parent and going, I just thought I'd make you aware that your son today, I think he drew boy parts on our pig project. She goes, what? What the hell are you talking about? I just think he drew boy parts on her pig project. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, it was probably like, that is really not progressive of them. They can be parts for anybody. Anybody can have those parts.
That's funny. Like pig project is actually just like a body positivity, like like exercise. It's our pig project. Everyone take out the latest copy of Vogue. Let's make a collage of all the new models. All the beautiful new models. And we'll call it the Pig Project. Don't draw any boy parts on them. They already have boy parts. Oh, boy. Wait, we got some more chats here. The Chinese spy balloon has been commandeered by an anthropomorphic hamster and sparrow and is currently being turned into a Netflix adaptation. They just need a title. I think you drew pig parts on your boy project, says Mark. That's pretty good. All right. Well, let's get a good look at this actual project here, because I want to see, is it really pig parts or is it a bow tie? All right, folks. Now, what do you think? What exactly do you think here? Let's see if we can zoom in on this a little bit for everyone.
I believe.
No. It's just one of those, it's just one of those pages. I really, Lauren can attest to this before we start every single show, how pissed I get at these fucking news websites.
Oh, they're the worst.
That are the worst. I mean, the formatting, whoever does this needs to go to jail, should go to prison.
Like, in order to get...
I just zoomed in on the page. The image got smaller. The image got smaller on the page. Whoever designs these news websites should be jailed.
Well,
And they should drop the soap. I hope they drop the soap.
Well,
And you know what that means. And I mean it.
Well, they design these with, if it inconveniences the reader, do it.
Do it.
Put 200 advertisements on the page. Put 30 pop-ups.
Yeah. We here at NBC5 Chicago live by one standard and one standard only.
News should be difficult to access.
You should ask yourself one question when you're working here at NBC5 Chicago. Are you making it hard for our customers to
Open an article?
Is it difficult to consume our product? If not, we're doing something wrong. Anyway.
No, they're the worst. They're the
All
worst.
right, let's get are these boy parts on this pig project, or is that just a bow tie?
I'm going to say this is a pig that's also like a murderer. And
That's a knife?
And they cut off a Johnson and decided to wear it around as a bow tie.
This is a murderous pig. And to be fair, we caught him red-handed. This pig does have red hands.
That's exactly right. He is
bloody
caught
red hands.
bloody red-handed, and he's showing off and saying, that is what'll happen to you.
And, here's what makes me kind of think this might actually be boy parts and not a bow tie. First of all, let me just say, your idea of it being a murderous pig wearing a wiener around its neck, that's terrifying. Don't ever say anything like that again. I'm going to have nightmares now of pigs wearing my junk around their neck. No. What makes me think this might be boy parts and not a bow tie is everything else in the image is like colored in. And, it's like even the mouth is like kind of blue off on the side of the nose. There's cool colors. The tie is just drawn on after the fact, it looks like one would draw a dick. Right? This looks like the pig was completed and finished, and another kid came in and drew a little dick on it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you might be wrong. I think it had the bow part at the top, and then somebody came in and added the shaft.
The mom is like, as soon as I look at it, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It's a freaking bow tie. Her husband's penis is a bow tie.
It's exactly that shape and color.
Looks just like it.
She's offering.
No, I'm sorry. That doesn't actually make sense when I say it. No. Her husband wears bow ties that are penises. That look like penises.
I just heard that she showed the teacher a picture of her husband's Johnson and was like, "You're telling me these look the same?" And the teacher's like, "Yes, they do."
Teacher's like,
they're identical.
I don't want to see pictures of your husband's penis. And too bad, because I brought in 50 of them. And we're going to look at each picture of my husband's penis. And then we're going to compare it to my son's drawing. And you're going to tell me whether or not it's a bow tie or a penis. Look at this next picture of my husband's penis. This one has his butthole in it. What, you think the pig's nose looks like a butthole? Look at my husband's butthole and look at the picture. My husband's penis looks nothing like that pig project. Pig project is so much fun to say. He drew boy parts on a pig project.
Harry, you drew boy parts on a pig project.
Mark says Bay of Pigs, but all the pigs have junk around their neck. Oh my God. Infamous Bertman says they're gamifying the news by making accessing the story a magazine. Oh, I'm sorry. The forgive me. I'll share the screen here. You can see how small the chat is on my side, so it's hard for us to see. This TV's very far away.
The chat is
and you know what?
tiny.
I've told Lauren a lot of times, and I think this is another great example of why we need a brand new big screen TV. Now, I think it would be a great investment into the podcast. Now, if you guys agree, go ahead and spam the chat right now with as much yeses as you possibly can. Yes, get Josh that TV. I want you to to put hashtag get Josh that TV right now over and over and over in the chat until this bitch gets me a TV. And you know what? If you could throw in Josh needs an Xbox Series X as well, I would like that too. Throw that in the chat.
I hope
if enough of you say it, Lauren might be convinced to buy it for me.
But if
Declan says, yeah. Declan's on my side.
Well, it really depends on what the Chinese spy balloon says.
What does the Chinese spy balloon says? Do I need an Xbox Series X or not? Do I need a big old TV or not? I don't have the kind of energy. Sorry, Josh. I'm on your side, though. That's okay, Declan. Thanks, Mark. Get Josh that pig with junk around the neck. Stop saying that. That's scary. I'm going to have nightmares about pigs with wieners around their necks. I want a big screen TV, and I'm going to get one. I think so. No, the infamous Bertman was saying they're gamifying the news by making accessing the story a mini game where you have to close ads without accidentally opening them. That's hilarious because before we actually did this podcast, I opened like 3 ads just trying to like pause videos and like not have everything running while we're trying to do a live stream. It was crazy.
Yeah. And we've opened some articles where the ad will pop up and then the entire article will disappear before we've had a chance to close out the ad. So
Definitely.
it's definitely gamifying the news.
Mark says, "Oh wait, it disappeared. That's weird." Wow, I think Mark got one of his comments just removed by YouTube just immediately. And that's more of what we need. We need more people commenting things that just get removed automatically. No, he said, because I said that would be a nightmare, the pigs with wieners around their neck. He said, nightmare, more like a wet dream. Shakes Magic 8 Ball. It says no TV for Josh. I didn't ask you to shake it a Magic 8 Ball. I told you to say I need the TV. The Chinese spy balloon censored Mark's comment. We should have shot it down sooner. Should have shot that bitch down sooner. Because our president's a fucking coward. And he doesn't want to call Bone Yang to come out here and shoot down that balloon.
And our president, he just wants to watch TV on the teeny tiniest TV. He needs a big goddamn TV. If he's a president of the United States, we need the biggest TV the world has ever seen.
He's watching TV on a little bitch TV. Why don't he get a big old 50-incher like Josh is going to get soon? Why don't he get a big old 50-incher like Working Crass podcast deserves? Oh, why don't the president buy us why doesn't Biden get Working Crass podcast a new 50-inch TV? If he wasn't such a fucking coward, he would.
Yeah, honestly.
And I'm not afraid to say it on a live stream on the internet.
Don't
Biden,
be.
I'm calling you out. President of the United States, you can't even get me a 50-inch TV?
Mm-hmm.
For my podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, I'm an American citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, I deserve a TV.
Last time I checked, I thought, the elites should be paying their fair share, so pay for our goddamn big screen TV.
Last time I checked, I got boy parts on my pig project. So I think I deserve a TV. Last time I checked, I got boy parts on my pig project. Sounds like our president don't got boy parts on his pig project, if you know what I mean. Sounds like our president's a bit of a fucking coward who doesn't have boy parts on his pig project. Are you on the live stream, kitty? Almost. You can see his little bud over here. That's cute. He looks pissed. It's like, don't put me on the screen. Anyway,
Well, I think we can go on to the next one.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't care about these boy parts on this pig project?
I mean, I care about them.
Well, before we move on to the next one, let's take a quick look. I thought this was America from Mark. The infamous Bertman, small TV energy.
Land of the TV, home of the brave.
Oh man. Well, cool. Let's move on here. This next one is, I think, a great idea. And
This
as a
is-
former teacher, I think this is going to be.
Yeah, this is also the follow-up to what happened the next day for the teacher who did the pig part project.
Absolutely. Was that in Michigan? I don't know. I guess it was in Michigan, actually. Michigan teacher plants bomb threat note to get day off, police say. The teacher was like, I just need a day off. My kids keep drawing boy parts on their pig project. It says a Michigan teacher is facing charges after allegedly planting a bomb threat note in his classroom to get a day off. That's a pretty good idea. Now, I used to, for a day off for myself, I would just show the kids a video and go, I'm not teaching today. Watch Beethoven.
Today we are watching Coco.
We watched a lot of. We did watch a lot of like Coco and Pixar, Finding Nemo, all that kind of stuff.
The Good Dinosaur.
We watched The Good Dinosaur one time in the because the gym teacher and I got along pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
and she also didn't like teaching, just like me,
Mhm.
and so she would also play videos, especially on just days that she just didn't want to teach, and I would bring my kids into the gym with her kids, so that way, or we would just combine classes for the day. I'd set up a projector, and I'd bring like DVDs or whatever that I had, or watch movies, and one day we're setting it up.
Mm-hmm.
The like logo for like Pixar shows up on the screen, right? And it's a little thing, and it hops across. We're in this old gym. The campus is pretty old, and it's very like underfunded. Anyway, all the lights are off. The only thing on is the projector up against the wall. Pixar logo comes up.
The little creaky lamp.
Yep, little creaky lamp hops up, stomps on the thing.
Mm.
The Pixar logo goes away, and there's a silhouette of a person just standing there.
What?
What? And then the movie starts. So
And
as though there was a person standing between the projector and the wall, which there was not, because I could see both, and there's just this silhouette of this person there.
And did every kid shit their pants and start crying?
We all were pretty freaked out by that. And the gym teacher would tell me all the time, like, this place is 100% haunted. She goes, I'll be in the office and I'll hear a kid, like, it sounds like a kid come in, run through the gym here and go grab some water in the restroom and use the restroom. And I'll like come out and I'll go check the restroom and I'll check over there. And there won't be any kid.
Oh,
She'll
that's
just
terrifying.
Isn't that terrifying?
That's terrifying.
So fucking scary.
That's the Chinese spy balloon.
That is the Chinese. Now we did a little bit of research at my school. It turned out that it was the Chinese spy balloon. It was just using its camouflage mode.
It was just trying to download Coco and the Good Dinosaur illegally and broadcast it back.
Oh man! Thank y'all for joining. I see even more people in the chat here, so thank you very much for joining the live stream here.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're reading an article about a teacher who just needed a damn day off of work.
Too many kids drawing boy parts on their pig projects. Okay. A Michigan teacher is facing charges after allegedly planting a bomb threat in his classroom to get a day off. The note was found on Thursday, February 2nd in the Hazel Park Junior High School classroom. It said the school would be blown up the next day. Police initially thought Jacob saw the note but failed to report it. The building was searched by officers and canine units Thursday night, and no explosives were discovered.
I hope this note was written in crayon and it just had like a drawing of a school, then a plus sign, and then like a bomb equals explosion.
Well, I had a friend who I didn't know very well. Back in middle school, I didn't know him yet. I'd met him in high school, but he went to the same school as me.
Mm-hmm.
And in one of the boys' bathrooms, he had like a little PVC pipe and just a little piece of PVC pipe, and he wrote on it as just a joke. He thought it was funny. He wrote, "This is a bomb," and put it in the bathroom. And the whole school was evacuated for the entire fucking day.
Oh my god.
The bomb squad showed up, and I remember when my mom picked me up from school, I told her what happened, and my mom calls the front office, and she goes, whatever fucking kid did that, you better make sure he's in jail tonight. You better make sure he's in prison tonight. I go, Mom, it didn't even turn out to be real. It was a fake threat. And she goes, that's still a crime. You make sure he's in prison tonight. And then I go to high school and I make a new friend and we become real close. He's my best friend for a while. You know, I go hang out at his place all the time. And he tells me one day, oh yeah, I went to, juvie one night, because I did a bomb threat at the school. And I go, wait, that was you? And it turns out that was him. And guess what? He did go to juvie that night. So when my mom called and said, you make sure he goes to jail,
Wow.
it's possible that they went, you know what? This lady's right. She goes, don't be a coward. You shoot him down. Don't be a coward like our president. Don't be a wimp and shoot down that Chinese spy. Send that boy to prison.
Your mom is a mover and shaker. She just gets things done.
Jordan Spivey asked, at Hillwood, I wasn't gonna name the school, but
we can neither confirm nor deny.
No, I actually think it was at Parkwood Hill, the intermediate school. Just let's go ahead and throw it all out there. Hey, let me tell you where I grew up. All right, it was at 4753 Waterway Drive. All right, folks, here's my last name and middle name.
And my social security numbers are.
Kid jail, straight to jail.
Oh, man. And
Anyway.
you guys became best buds.
Anyway, this teacher here, he thought he could get out of class by doing a fake bomb threat here. And it sounds like he was thwarted. His plans were thwarted as well. It says he's charged with making an intentional threat of an act of violence against the school, employees, or students, which is a 1-year misdemeanor. Oh, that's not that bad. 1-year misdemeanor? I should have been making intentional threats of an act of violence against my school all the time and my employees and students. I wanted to constantly.
Ugh.
You know how badly as a teacher, you just want to turn to one of those kids and go, I'll kill you. I used to turn on the TV in our classroom, and they would be, reporting on another school shooting and go, I'm going to do that to all of you if you don't shut up. If you don't all sit down and shut up and listen, that's what's going to happen here.
Oh.
Is that going to get the live stream taken down or not?
I don't know.
What do we need to say to get this live stream taken off of YouTube right now? I think I can think of one. I can think of the
letter the word starts with. I'm not going to say it.
If anyone in the chat can think of one word that would just get us kicked out of here, and also you fired from your job, go ahead and throw it in that chat.
Also, post your employer's phone number in there too while you're at it.
Let's play a fun little game here, since this is the only episode where we have a live chat. You write something in the chat that you're going to regret forever, and then we laugh. Anyway, let's check in with the chat before we move to the next story here. Can't even make a funny fake bomb threat. Is comedy dead? And what was his name, Josh? And while we're at it, what's your social? I don't need that. Just give me your Fortnite password. Please find out what will crash the live stream. Heck, let's brainstorm. Darn. Cancel. Yeah, those are some pretty bad words, but I can think of one word worse that you all know and you could type easily. You got the G key, don't you?
Oh my god.
You're going to need that one twice. Oh my God. Don't write that in the chat and don't ever say that. We're joking. But it would be funny if you said it and then got in a lot of trouble. This is what people don't understand. Yeah, it's awful. Don't do that and don't say it. But if you said it, I'm going to laugh and everything's going to
I honestly feel like
crumble in your life and I'm going to laugh.
I honestly feel like writing that on a piece of paper and leaving it in a classroom would get you longer jail time than a fake bomb threat.
He wrote the N-word on his pig project.
No, that's clearly a bow tie.
The mom's taking it back. Like, clearly, that's a bow tie. The teacher's like, that's clearly the N-word spelled out very clearly. No, it's a bow tie on his pig project. Ain't never seen a bow tie before? Here's my husband's bow tie. It just has the N-word on it.
Just written in Sharpie down his chest.
It's a vintage bow tie. They haven't made these since the Jim Crow days. Oh, my God. Anyway, Ginger. Oh, my God. Okay. We're getting close, folks. Hey, you guys are good at guessing, but you're getting a little too hot. You're hot. You're hot. All right. Well, it wouldn't be, it's our 1 year anniversary, and I'm very, very happy to share this with all of you and with my beautiful wife here, who I love very much because she's perfect in every way. Isn't that nice?
Oh, is this your way of buttering me up to get you a bigger TV?
And I just think that I need a big old TV from my beautiful wife that I love more than anything. I just hope that she'll find it in her heart. This month, the month of Valentine's Day and her birthday, I hope I get a gift. Oh, man. But it wouldn't be an episode of Working Crass podcast if we didn't do an Am I the Asshole from Reddit.
Yeah.
Because, we love doing those. They're a lot of fun. We like determining whether or not the person is the asshole, and that's just a part of what our podcast is now. So if you don't like it, draw boy parts on your pig project. I don't know. That's my new favorite thing. I'm going to say that to everyone that makes me mad. I'm like, get out of here and go draw boy parts on your pig project.
Sounds like you got a bunch of boy parts on your pig project.
Too afraid to put boy parts on your pig project, I see, huh? Someone didn't put boy parts on their pig project. But let's see here.
I'm hotter than a couple of boy parts on a pig project.
Nate says this man deserves a new TV. The infamous Bertman says happy anniversary. And Mark says get this man a new TV, damn it. I'm telling you, it's gonna work. We need a few more of those messages, and she's gonna change her mind. All right, folks.
That's really why we started this podcast together.
That's definitely why I started it. A new TV. Can I ask you something? You have to answer honestly. Mm-hmm. Have I been asking you for a new TV since before we even started this podcast?
Yes.
There we go. And let me ask you this. Was there ever a conversation that went like this? I said, I'd like a new TV. You said no. And I said, do you want to start a podcast?
Yes. There was also that.
I think we should start. 1 year ago today, I proposed that we start a podcast and I get a new TV. And one of those things has happened, and we're just missing part 2. Oh, man. Well, like I said, we got a Am I the Asshole here. I don't know if it's any good or not, but we're about to find out.
Mm-hmm.
And I already relate to the title here. So, am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to leave the house for 6 to 7 hours a day? Throwaway because girlfriend is a Redditor. I, 24 male, am Canadian and have been in the U.S. for 10 months where I've been living with my American girlfriend who's 25 female. for 7 of those 10 months. My time in the U.S. is almost up, and I'm stressing about having to return to Canada. For one, my family is resilient on me to make money and support my grandma and pay for her medical support. I also want to earn money to give my girlfriend. She deserves the world. Aw, that's sweet. And my girlfriend deserves, my wife deserves the world. And I.
And your girlfriend.
My wife deserves the world. My girlfriend deserves the world. Someone at work was talking to me. He was asking me, what are you getting your wife for Valentine's Day? And I said, well, her birthday's 10 days after Valentine's Day, so we'll probably do something that's kind of like joint between the two of them. And I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. Valentine's Day is for my girlfriend. We'll celebrate my wife's birthday, and we'll celebrate my girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
There's a way to do it.
So I think I got that figured out.
That Valentine's sounds righter than a couple of boy parts on a pig project.
Anyway, I want to earn money to give my girlfriend. She deserves the world because I have so many side hustles going on to earn money. I admittedly don't spend a lot of time with my girlfriend, but I've always been open with her that I'm not able to give her a lot of attention right now, even though I love her more than anything. My girlfriend lost her job last month and as a result has been at the house more often. We live in a 1-bedroom and split the rent evenly. She understands that I'm busy all day and night, but I don't like when she's sitting in the same room as me. Yeah. Oh, this sounds like me.
This is taking a turn.
This is taking a turn, but this sounds like you and I when we were at your old place. Lauren's old place.
Well, now you have to understand, our old place was so small, I literally could reach my refrigerator from my bed.
And you're tiny. Like, you're
And
like an itty-bitty.
I'm a tiny human.
Yeah, yeah. So it's pretty tiny. But we live in a bigger place now, and I still do this. So it's not even that much bigger. But I don't like when she's sitting in the same room as me. Even her presence is distracting to me. She will try to start conversations, and she's not the cleanest, so I'd ask her to go to the bedroom for the day while I worked on the living room at my desktop. She was okay with that for a few weeks, but began to complain that she was stuck in the bedroom. Well, too bad. Stay in the bedroom. She says that since she's paying half the rent, she has every right to be where she wants to be in the house. I agree. So after a few big fights, we agreed she would leave the house during the day, and I would leave the house at night. Well, now she's upset that she's spending all day out of the house. Her car was in an accident last month and has been in the shop, so she's been going to do work at the boba shop by our house. Before anyone asks, I'm not able to do the work I do during the day outside of the house, which is why I leave in the evening. So, okay. I'm confused. Do you ever want to spend time with your girlfriend at any point in time?
What does this person do?
Yeah, I don't know. This is like a cam guy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This sounds very suspect.
Yeah. He's like, you're very distracting. I'm trying to jerk my little wingus off over here on the webcam. Trying to put things in my butt, and here's my girlfriend just sitting
nagging me.
Nagging me. Wants to talk about her day. I'm like, I'm
trying to get hard.
I'm balls deep a dildo in my bunghole. Anyway, that's very strange. But at the same time, I mean, are there not times when I'm like, I need space? I need you to be in another room. Or
Yeah.
I'll say, like, I wish we had like a door that we can close. This thing behind us here is just I'm sorry, Glenn. Calm down.
Sorry, cat.
Scared the cat by banging that. But this thing behind us here is just a divider between our living room and our bedroom. There's not really like an actual wall or door that I can close and have, just peace and quiet and, just one fucking moment in my life where I can just be at peace. So I feel this guy, I always got this Chinese spy balloon floating around, if you know what I mean. Always peeking over my shoulder, trying to see what kind of conversations I'm having.
I'm just trying to record your every move so I can report back to the motherland.
I'm just trying to get a Valentine's gift from my girlfriend. You got my wife over here always nagging me. I'm like, let me... Oh, man. All right, let's...
This is weird. It also feels like the girlfriend doesn't have any hobbies.
Yeah.
Like she's got nothing to do.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't want to leave. I don't have anything to do.
I don't have any friends. I don't have anything to do.
Today, my friend was over and sitting on the couch where my girlfriend usually eats lunch. I say couch, but it's really an oversized love seat. My girlfriend went to go sit in her usual spot to eat lunch, but I asked her if she could eat in the kitchen instead so she would have more room to eat. She went to the kitchen, but I could tell she was pissed. When I asked her if everything was okay, she said she was tired of me controlling her. I think she's being selfish and not considering that I need a certain environment to concentrate and get work done. And that I'm doing all of this for her and my family, and one day I'll be able to spend all the time in the world with her. But that right now I'm really grinding, and most strong relationships are built on sacrifice. I'm confused. He said his friend was over and sitting on the couch, and then she came and sat with them, and he's like, I'm busy at work, babe. Go get out of here. Like, your friend is over.
No, this is the cam work.
Oh. A friend was over.
He was over in my butt.
Oh, why didn't he say it was just doing a collab? I would have gotten the lingo. I'm doing a collab with my friend. That would have made more sense. So he says, am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to accommodate my work schedule? But it doesn't sound like it. I mean, it sounds like it could be his work schedule. I don't know. If he's a cam guy, I mean, even then, like if I was a cam guy, but I'm married to you, you're my wife, I want you to see me what I'm doing. You know, I want you to see the work I'm doing. I'd be like, babe, I got from the size 1 butt plug to the size 3 butt plug. I did my ass training, hon.
Can I get a new
Look
TV?
how far I can go. Can I get a new TV or what? I go, babe, I can't even see my taint on this TV here. I need a new TV. This is my workplace environment. How am I supposed to work if I can't see my own taint?
Honestly, that will be the deciding factor here of whether he's an asshole or not, is the size of the TV.
Can I show my taint on YouTube Live? Will we get kicked off if I pull my taint out right over here? And I can't see my own taint on the TV. Ugh. Well, this has been fun. But I think we have one more story to do before we get out of here.
Yeah. Well, asshole, not asshole, what do we decide?
This guy?
I mean, he's definitely stretching his asshole. We know that much.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a hero.
He is a hero. He's
I'll tell you what he's not. He's not a little bitch like Biden who won't shoot down that Chinese balloon.
Biden doesn't have it in him to kick his girlfriend out for 6 to 7 hours a day.
I bet Biden spends plenty of time with his wife in the same room. Gross. Nasty. Gross. I bet a bunch of you out there spend plenty of time with your own wives in the same room. Gross.
Biden doesn't have the cojones to send his wife to the kitchen.
You don't got the fucking balls. You don't have the boy parts on your pig picture to send your pig project. Fuck. I'm already messing it up. All right, let's check in with this.
Checking in with a chat.
Check in with the chat here. Boy parts on a pig project was my nickname in high school, says Nate. That's great. Mark says, Boy Parts on a Pig Project is a great name for a mid-2000s indie band. Totally agree. Jordan says, you shouldn't have to ask. It should be expected. I guess this is sending your wife to the other room.
Wives are meant for being in the opposite room as oneself. Never seen, never heard.
Oh, my God. Nate says, I say shoot it down. Mark says the collab was implied. Mark also says hero or hate crime, which is a great reference to It's Always Sunny.
Also a great name of an indie band from the early 2000s. Emo-ish.
Thanks, Boston. We are hero or hate crime. This next song is called Boy Parts on a Pig Project. Oh, man. Nate says this guy is a man of the people. He sure is, isn't he? So
Yeah.
what do people say, I guess? Because we said, I said not the asshole, but I'm kind of being sarcastic. I mean, this is rude, obviously. He's asking his girlfriend or wife. Like, if I have to be serious, yeah, he's being a bit of an asshole here.
There's a much more diplomatic way to, if you need space,
But it sounds
to
like
go about asking for it.
the way this is described is he needs space anytime she's in the room.
Yeah.
Like, anytime she enters the room, he's like, get the fuck out of here.
Her presence is distracting to me. She literally makes me want to vomit.
It's just like, I can feel her there. Ugh.
It's like she's breathing down my neck.
It's like she wants to spend time with me. And she's my girlfriend. Ew.
Ugh.
Ew.
It's like she's got cooties and she's getting them all over me. Ugh.
Ew. I don't want to spend time with you. You're my girlfriend. Gross.
Loser.
It said, you're the asshole. Your girlfriend does not have to leave the house all workday. That's ridiculous. You need to adapt or go to the library.
He can't cam in the library.
These people don't get it. Oh my God!
You can show your penis one time in the library. 2 times, you're out. You're banned for life.
You can't even gape there. So what's the point? Can't even gape at the library. You know, world's going downhill. You can't even gape at the library anymore.
I remember them good old days when me and the boys would get down to the library and we'd gape the whole night through.
My dad used to tell me stories when him and his dad used to go down to the library and
do a little gaping.
Gape their assholes. And I'm just following family tradition, babe.
Those are my old gaping grounds.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, cool. Let's move on to the last story. But before I do that, because this episode is going to come out on Monday, I do want to say thank you very much for listening to Working Crass Podcast or watching Working Crass Podcast. Please go check out our Instagram at Working Crass Pod. We're also on YouTube at Working Crass Pod. There's video episodes of every single episode. If we decide that this went pretty well, maybe we'll do some more live streams in the future. Probably not a regular thing, but a special event kind of thing like this.
Yeah, I want to do a special Crassmas event next year.
Oh, you want to do Crassmas?
Yeah, I want to celebrate Crassmas together.
Merry Crassmas, one and all.
Crassmas, one and all.
That'd be great. That'd be great. We got a cat here in the screen too. Isn't that great? Esther, you're live streaming.
It's all right. She puked earlier, so I'm not terribly thrilled with her tonight.
She's nervous about being on the stream.
I know.
She's like, I'm a star. All right. Well, let's finish this up here with one last story. Mark says comedy and libraries are dead. Can't even gape in the library anymore.
Look, write to your local congressperson and tell them you want to bring
Tell them
back.
to quit being a pussy.
Tell them to quit being a pussy and bring back gaping in the library.
Tell them to put some boy parts on their pig projects and let us gape in the library. That one's gotten overused. It's. We've used pig parts on or boy parts on pig projects officially too many times, but it will become funny again. We will attempt it 5 more times on this stream, and it will get a laugh 1 more time. Where? We don't know. Cool. This is a great year tango that we thought we would go over here at the end. 11 subtle signs a woman is lying. Well, folks, if she's in the same room as you, here's a sign a woman is lying. She says she's gonna leave the same room as you soon. Here, I'll tell you that. She never does. Men lie to women. At times, it can be hard to tell when he's lying. When it comes to women, it's a heck of a lot easier to tell if she's feeding you lies. She may think her poop smells like roses, but her BS definitely stinks. So, when in doubt, here's how you can figure out if your lady is being straight with you. First, she poops.
I like it. This person is like, I'm not afraid to gender stereotype. I'm going to do a whole article on it.
Here's 11 subtle signs a woman is lying. One, she uses vixen verification. A woman knows all she has to do is shake what her mama gave her, and he won't be able to think about anything but boobies. So if she's trying to change the subject by being sexy, don't let your brain forget the check her booty can't cash. So first of all, this is written by a comedian, I'll tell you that. Interesting. Now, why don't you ever do this when you're lying?
Well, when you
Why don't you ever use this tactic for me?
well, when you ask,
I wouldn't mind when you lie to me about saying you will get me a new TV, if you could just shake your tits around.
if I could just take my top off.
Yeah. Dadgum. Why don't my wife lie to me with her top off more often? Hey, next time you lie to me, take them tits out.
There's just one person like, I like when my wife lies to me.
There's like, yeah.
I kind of like it.
There's like one stupid guy reading this that's like, now the next time his wife wants to seduce him, he's like, you lying to me.
Lie to me, bitch. Lie to me. Lie to me.
I read on your tango that you're lying. She's like, I'm so into you and I want you right now. He goes, that's so hurtful. Why would you lie to me? She's like, no, I really want you. Let's see here.
It hurts, but it feels good.
Number 2, she doesn't like your unpleasant surprises. If she doesn't feel comfortable accepting gifts from you, either she isn't really feeling you anymore, or she did something bad and feels guilty because you're being so nice. This isn't to say only buy her flowers for no reason other than to see if she squirms, but it's a good barometer. So I guess it's a good sign that she's lying if she seems uncomfortable with a surprise.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I don't like being surprised. Well, no, I don't like being surprised.
Lauren loves being surprised.
No, I'm like a cat. Like I jump. I like.
No, you don't. You never jump. You're not very jumpy.
Don't do that. Thank you.
There's one episode, one of our last ones.
I have a weak heart.
There's one of our last episodes where we're watching that Shauna Ray clip. You were right about this. I went back and watched it. Where
you react to the teeny tiny firefighter.
The teeny tiny firefighter walks out, and I laughed so hard, but it was out of nowhere. I just went ah, and I screamed, and Lauren,
I jump about a foot out of the chair.
She's like, it's so funny. Oh my God. Yeah, you do get spooked easily.
I don't like being spooked.
But because you don't like those unpleasant surprises, maybe you're lying about something. Maybe you're hiding something from me. What exactly are you hiding from me? On this day, our anniversary. We just start treating our podcast's anniversary as our actual anniversary. People are like, when did you guys get married? February 10th?
We got married live on YouTube.
Oh, man. Number 3, she's too casual with her responses. Does she respond casually? A pause is a good thing if you're reading poetry and a bad thing if you're looking for the truth. Stammering is a surefire sign that she's treading on shaky ground. Well, I guess like too casual, but like stammering isn't casual. Like stuttering and stammering isn't casual. It's like nervous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could be nervous because you're lying. You're not being truthful.
Well, you stutter like crazy.
I stutter like crazy, but that's because my brain is not catching up to my mouth.
Or it's also because you're lying. You're lying to me.
I'm
keeping
lying
some
about
kind of secret.
everything. Anytime I stutter on the podcast, guys, it's because I'm lying. It's because I'm spreading disinformation and my body is physically repulsed.
Mark said, did Andrew Tate write this article? And Nate says, if so, how do I subscribe? Jordan says, we just need to see where he got his pizza from to verify.
We got Greta Thunberg on the phone. She's on it.
Oh, my God. You guys, you're an alpha automatically by listening to Working Crass podcast. Congratulations.
You're all alphas.
You're all alphas. Alfalfas. See, what is that? That's not a joke.
No, It's just so stupid that I can't help but laugh.
So stupid. There's nothing to it. There's no logic behind it. Yeah, you're all alphas. Alfalfas. that is. Yeah, we are the blue collar comedy of podcasts. I tell you what, they were a bunch of alphas. Alfalfas. Fucking retarded.
Just a bunch of little rascals. That's what the Crass swipes are. They're just a bunch of little rascals.
Mark says, I wanted to be a beta, so unsubscribe. Oh, my God. Anyway. Number 4, she uses formal language. On the other hand, this isn't the State of the Union. It's just you, her boyfriend. So if she's using overly formal language and sounds almost like she rehearsed this speech, beware. Just like a slick politician, she's full of it. Well, I will say that that's probably the most accurate one I've seen so far. But that's not just women. That's like a good sign that anybody is lying if you feel like they've like presented everything that like they've prepared everything that they're telling you.
Yeah.
But it's not just lying. That could be that they're trying to sell you something. That's another thing.
I think that's
trying
just...
trying to persuade you is
Yeah.
another thing. A lot of people will
Yeah.
like prepare what they're going to say because they're trying to persuade you of something. But sometimes that means they're lying. They're trying to persuade you that they're telling the truth when they're not.
But I do think that says a lot about the lack of intelligence in our society, is that literally somebody having a high vocabulary is a sign that they're
probably
not
lying.
being truthful.
If they start talking smart,
If they
that's
start,
how you know they lying to you.
if they using the big words, the 3-letter words, the big words, you know they're liars.
You know they're lying. I don't want to hear no words longer than 5 letters.
Not the 3-letter words, the 3-cent words. I got letters and cents mixed up. That's how dumb I am.
Damn. 3-cent words. I only got 2 pennies. Another retarded joke. 'Cause I'm alfalfa.
That last bit was written by Jeff Foxworthy. If you didn't like it, take it up with him.
Oh, my God. All right. Number 5, she treats you like a hostile witness. If she gets mad at you for simply asking about something, that is a real problem. If she cares about you, she'll want to put your mind at ease. If she turns the tables on you and gets all accusatory about being badgered with questions, something is up.
Why would you even ask me for a new TV, Joshua? Why?
What are you lying about? Give me that TV.
Why are you getting all up in my grill about a TV? And on the podcast, on our Crassiversary. How dare you? Just kidding.
Shut up and give me the TV, bitch.
Get off my case.
Number 6, she speaks volumes with her body language. Things to look out for: fidgeting and other compulsive, repetitive movement. Lauren, you're a liar.
I guess I am.
I'm learning right today on the anniversary of our podcast together.
Well, it's one of
that
two things.
You are a dirty liar.
It's one of two things. Either I'm a dirty liar or I'm severely autistic. Nothing in between.
Well, I already knew one of those things, but I didn't know you were autistic. Oh, man. 7, she's known to lie. Yes, that is a good sign. Good job, whoever wrote this. Have you ever seen her lie to other people about big things for her own benefit? I'm not talking about tiny white lies like, all this hair is really mine, or I baked this from scratch, but real character compromising lies. If the answer is yes, then what makes you think she isn't willing to fib to save face with you? When she lies to others, how and why does she do it? Now compare it to your situation. Sound familiar? Now, here's something funny. I was just telling you and Cherry this. I dated this girl who we dated for 6 years, and when we first met, she told me that her toes she couldn't feel them. She had some kind of surgery because she played soccer when she was young, and she could not feel her toes at all. And that when she was growing up in class, some of the boys in her class would like stab them with pencils and poke them and punch them to try to like test and see if that was true. And she wouldn't feel a thing. She wouldn't feel it, and it would be very embarrassing for her. And it came up, as anything in a relationship, that it comes up in conversation occasionally over the 6 years. And then when we broke up, she goes, actually, that was not true, and I was lying about that to you, and you believed it. And I'm like, what a thing to lie about. Why would you lie about that?
Your whole worldview was changed.
It's like I don't really care. It's just like, why that? Why is that the thing? What am I I'm just looking for a girl to date, but I'm not dating anyone who can feel their toes. Does she think I was gonna leave if I found out she felt her toes? Like, what is happening?
Well, numb toes takes you from being a 6 to an 8. That's what I heard.
But it's like that thing, when I don't want to.
I
don't want this podcast to be like these fucking women, but the thing that women will do in relationships where they are like poking your buttons on purpose and playing a game, and you go, I'm not playing a game. I don't play any games. And it's like just some dumb logical game that we're playing back and forth where you're arguing something you don't even think at all or believe. And you go, I don't play any games. That's not a game.
I don't play games. I do psychological experimentation.
That right there. Psychological experimentation. And it's like, I think that's what this was for this girl too, with the toe thing. I think it was a psychological experiment to see if she could completely lie to someone that she's going to date for a long time. And can she keep up the lie? And will you ever catch me in the lie?
She was just collecting data on how you react to certain stimuli, and in this case, the stimuli happens to be a pair of numb toes.
It's so weird.
I am impressed, though, that she held it together when people were stepping on her toes and poking them.
I don't believe anyone ever did.
I thought you said
thing. That's the thing. She told me that's what would happen.
Oh, she would tell you after the fact. I thought you were watching this.
No. She told me that's what happened when she was growing up.
Oh,
that
okay.
people would stab at her toes and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I believed her for that.
So she's not a complete psychopath. I mean, she's a psycho.
No, she's a complete psychopath. It's a weird thing to lie about. All right, let's move on with this story here. Number 9, she denies thinking about her ex. If she vehemently denies that she never even thinks about her ex-boyfriend, she's lying. Every girl thinks about her lost love, but that doesn't mean she doesn't think what she has with you is better. That's the key. Do you think about your ex?
Nah.
You liar. This is the thing, is all of these are true for you. You lie about you're crazy. You're a crazy, dirty liar. Number 10, she goes along with your story. Are you telling the story or is she? If she just says yes to whatever you're saying about it, there's something more you should know. She should be coloring the story with personal details, not merely going along with what you already know. I don't even know what the fuck this means. What are they saying?
If you're a yes person, if you yes and
if you're telling a story that you were both involved in, I guess. Is that what they're saying? Like if you're telling a story together, if
you're in an improv scene and your partner yes ands you, they're lying. It's a sign that they're a liar.
If you're in an improv scene and you're on your way to go shoot down a Chinese balloon because Biden has called you because we need SNL to come shoot down a Chinese spy balloon, you better make sure that there's boy parts on your pig project. All right, last one here, and then we'll go read some chats here. Number 11, she makes you question your gut. We all run on instinct. If you think something is fishy, speak up. It's merely if it's merely paranoia, she should be able to help you relax. But if you still feel something is not right, it most likely isn't. When has your gut lied to you? My gut just lied to me right now. It said, you're not going to burp, and then I did. I mean, yeah, this is another thing. You make me question my gut all the time when you're playing these games, these psychological experiments, where, like, you make me argue something that's just basic that everybody knows and understands, and you're like, no, that's not true, actually. And
I just have journals and journals filled with data and equations.
The inner mechanics of my husband.
It's just all my observations, running logs for the past 6 years.
Oh my God. Well, this has been a wild one. It's been a really, really fun one. I want to pull up the chat here and
up
read
the
some of these
chat.
last things.
Chat.
Oh, they were talking about being alphas and beta. Mark says, if a word has more than 2 syllables, I know I'm talking to a liar. All right. Well, we're going to say what we learned here today, but if you send in the next couple minutes any kind of question that you want us to answer or anything at all that you want us to quickly talk about before we wrap up, we'll probably go along with it for a bit here. But while we're waiting on those, or if you don't send them, whatever, fuck us. But Lauren, what did you learn today?
I learned that I might have to get my husband a new TV.
I think that is.
I think that's the only way to prove I'm not a liar.
That might be the only way to prove you're not a liar. If you give me a TV, then you must be a good wife. And if you don't give me a TV, I think that actually makes you a bad lying wife. I think that makes you like a dirty, rotten bitch.
A dirty, rotten, shiny spy balloon.
Oh, my God. I don't want to be an asshole, but if you don't give me a TV, I think that makes you a fucking whore.
If you don't get me a TV, at least leave the apartment for 6 to 7 hours a day.
At least don't be in the same fucking room as me. Well, I learned that to do a podcast for a year, it takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of balls, and it takes a lot of boy parts on your pig projects. Told you I might get one good laugh out of that one towards the end. I think I did. Well, if you watch this live, thank you very, very, very much for joining us. It's very fun to be able to have you guys join during the recording of an actual episode. If you're watching this after the fact, where the fuck were you?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
You're just like Biden, you pussy.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to shoot down the Chinese spy balloon with us?
Yeah, you're just too weak to get on the live stream.
You waited too long. You're weak like the president.
Just a little old baby man.
You're a coward. No. If you're listening to this after the fact, thank you for listening to Working Crass Podcast.
We love you too.
We love you as well. And maybe you'll join the next one. We'll try out some different times even.
Yeah.
But it's been really, really fun. If you like what you see on our podcast ever, please take a moment, subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't already, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, hit the like button. All of these are things that help the algorithm pick up our video and put it out to more people. And the algorithm actually kind of works against us because we usually talk about things that or joke about things that shouldn't be joked about.
Yeah, we usually say dookie and doo-doo one too many times, and they got to take us down.
They're like, nope. That's one of those bad words you can't say on the internet. Doo-doo. Or, if you're more of an Instagram person, it would definitely help us out for you to hop on Instagram at Working Crass Pod, take one of our clips, share it, as long as it's not going to get you in trouble at work. And most of our clips will.
I mean, it makes a really great Valentine's gift.
It makes a great Valentine's gift, a clip from Working Crass Podcast.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think that's all we got time for here.
Hell yeah.
I had fun. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary,
Let's take another little drink here. Do you have any more drink left?
Cheers. I got a little whiskey left.
Thanks to Nate, who's been in the chat, and Emma. Nate and Emma and Brittany got us these lovely gifts here.
Yeah.
So thank you very, very much. We use them
you.
every episode now. Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
anniversary.
Happy
Here's to another year of Working Crass. It's the year of the Crass Wipes, baby.
Crass wipe.
Oh, boy.
Woo.
All right. Thank you all. Have a great night. Goodbye.
Bye.